Okay, enough with this creepy Poke Tower music. Just to get this out of the way, this is not the official story of MissingNo. This is just what I think. I don't want to see any comments saying how this isn't how it is, yada yada yada. Anyway, what is MissingNo? MissingNo is what the glitch Pokemon are called, but I will be focusing on apostrophe M. Apostrophe M is what people usually think of when you say MissingNo. Even though there are a few others by the name of MissingNo, we will refer to apostrophe M as MissingNo throughout this video. Now, there are a few common misconceptions. Number 1. MissingNo is a removed Pokemon. No, it is not. MissingNo is a code in the game that was moved to an empty part, coast of the Cinnabar. However, the sprite was removed. The Pokemon still exist in the game. Number 2. The ghost Pokemon is MissingNo. Not exactly. Ghost is a unknown Pokemon, which is Cubone's dead mother. MissingNo is related to Cubone's dead mother though. We'll get into that later in the video. Number 3. MissingNo is Victini. No. Now let's get into the video, shall we? The first point that I would like to make: if Cubone wears its dead mother's skull out of mourning, and Cubone's mother is Marowak, but Cubone evolves into Marowak, does that mean that every one of Cubone's mothers died? The next point that I would like to make: if Cubone wears its mother's skull, why is it born with it? Next point: you have to admit there are similarities between Kangaskhan's body and Cubone's body, which brings me to my next point. MissingNo evolves into Kangaskhan. Now, there is one thing you have to keep in mind in first generation of Pokemon. They didn't know how to do split evolution chains, i.e. EV Gen 2. Even if Cubone was some other form of MissingNo, the pre-evolution of Kangaskhan, which is what I think, they didn't know how to do it, so they scrapped it last minute before they released the game. However, removing the script would be too troublesome, so they moved it to an empty part of the game. So, if MissingNo is supposed to be another form of Cubone, then what about Marowak? Surely it wasn't made to take its place. Think of it like this. MissingNo to Kangaskhan is the normal evolution, but the legendary evolution would be MissingNo putting on the skull of Kangaskhan to become Cubone, then becoming a, quote, Avenger, in a sense, as Marowak. I say legendary because it wouldn't make sense for it to happen every time. This would also explain the baby in Kangaskhan's pouch. The problem is now, they are 5 generations into Pokemon, not to mention all of the remakes they have made. This makes it impossible to go back and correct, unless they completely remade Pokemon, rules, eggs, explanations, etc.,